I do not worship the ground you walk on.
Right.
Okay? I said, I don't. I said, if you want a handyman, a boy to cut your grass and wash your car, I said, then I think you should go and find one. I said, but you don't have one right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I said, and you know, her thing and Tammy, their little thing is they like them 19 and younger. I said, well, I guess I kind of fit in that category because my last name is Young. So maybe that's what you're looking at, you know. And she would be like, I've never had anybody do it to me the way that you do it. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, my God, I feel it in my throat. I'm like, that's what you're supposed to feel.
Right.
You know? I said, that's exactly the way it's supposed to be, coming out your mouth looking like a turtle shell. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. You know? And I mean, like I said, bro, and people talk about, well, how could you go out and say that and she got kids? I said, okay, so I guess my 2 kids don't count.
Right, right.
So you concerned about her little daughter, but my 2 kids don't count. Wrong.
Well, didn't she?
You know,
didn't she put it online first, like for everybody to know about it? I mean, wasn't she the one that started kind of like putting it publicly, or how did that come about? Like
no, that came about when me and Eric Sims was driving to a signing, and as a joke, and I was just playing around. I cut this promo when we riding down the turnpike or whatever in Jersey, and I said, now I want you to think and listen to what I'm getting ready to say.
Yeah.
I said, we're doing a show tonight as a fundraiser for children, child benefit, you know,
right.
at a Fireman's Hall. Okay, so you know it's going to be a lot of kids there, a lot of mothers and fathers and whatever. I said, and I'm on my way there now with, you know, my agent, Eric Sims, and my girl in the back at the time, you know, and Cubanita, and I said, and I have pictures, merchandise to sell, this, that, and the other, yada, yada, yada. And I said, oh, and I might be selling some butt-naked pictures too. And I started laughing, and I put it on Facebook. Well, in a couple of hours, this attorney called, and Eric didn't recognize the number, so he went back and listened to the message. He didn't answer his phone. He went back and listened to the message, and he was like, Jack, Terry Reynolds got an attorney. And I said, so? He said, well, the guy is threatening to sue if you sell any pictures of her. I said, I said, Eric, I said, you know I was kidding when I said that. He said, I know you don't have any pictures. So she went and hired an attorney. Well, I get this email from this news reporter, and she said, Mr. Young, this is such and such a news reporter from the Sentinel in Orlando, and she says, you're being sued by Terry Reynolds for selling some pictures or trying to sell some pictures. So we get to court and find out that the attorney she had hired was Morgan & Morgan. They were representing her pro bono. Well, for those of you that don't know, that means for free.
Right, right.
Okay, so she had paid them jack, but she promised them some money. Okay, so they come in like they were big shots, and I had this attorney, I forgot his name now, but he came in there and ripped her ass apart. Okay. And he told her attorney, and I told him, I said, I had pictures on my phone. I said, but understand something. This woman has herpes. Do you really think I want to look at that shit in my phone? I said, I deleted all the pictures. I said, I don't have them no more. I said, I don't have them.
Right.
I said, who wants to see some pictures of somebody without their makeup and without their veneer teeth in and is damn near 50 years old? Who in the hell want to see that?
Right.
But I had to look at it every night, you know what I mean? And I felt like I was looking at something from the fucking Creep Show. You know? So I'm sitting there like, and I used to always tell her, I said, you got society fooled. I said, you got the whole industry fooled. Because they thinking you is this Miss Wholesome, Miss Goody Two-Shoes. And I said, you are the fucking devil. You know? Yeah. I said, you are Satan. You're the devil. Okay? And she was like, if you publish all this, it's going to really, it's going to ruin my career. I said, well, consider it ruined, but she drew first blood because she tried to sneak into the town that I was living in and I didn't even get served with any papers, and if I hadn't showed up for that appearance, then they would have automatically been granted the lawsuit, and I would have had to pay this stuff. All right?
Right.
But what she didn't know was, and me and my attorney, we discussed it. He said, do you want me to say something on the record, or do you want me not to say it? And I said, no, at this point, I said, I don't care. I said, say it. So he says, well, Your Honor, we moved to whatever, and we all agree, but, you know, my client right now is having to go to the doctor because Mrs. Reynolds she has genital herpes, and he's concerned about this, so we want to countersuit, all right? And then he said, along with the countersuit, he said, she's also going to be prosecuted for attempted battery. And in the state of Florida, if you knowingly have an STD and you have sex with somebody, then that's like attempted assault. I'm like, oh, she committed assault with her pussy. I'm like, oh boy, you know. And so I was just like, and he was like, do you want to go through with it? I said, you tell them to go away,
right,
and leave me the fuck alone, or it's gonna get ugly, all right? Because she really thought she had the upper hand on me. You know, and then
she didn't know who she
dude, like I said, look, I did a shoot DVD about my mama. Do you think I give a flying fuck about her? I can't stand my mama. So do you think if I talk about my own mama, do you think I'm gonna hold my tongue on that girl? Come on.
Wow.
Come on now. So and then she goes and it's on the internet somewhere. She gets this tattoo put on the back of her neck, right? And if you look at it in my profile picture, there's a tattoo on my chest.
Right.
And she called it the Tree of Life. But what it actually was is a 100% shoot. She had taken a penis of, I'll say this in the terms where most white people understand it, my cock. She had taken a picture of it, right. And the vein pattern that was on it, she was like, I was so in love with your vein pattern on your cock. She says, I got it tattooed on the back of my neck.
Wow.
And she pulled up her hair, and on the back of my neck is the vein pattern of my dick. Well, that's the same tattoo I went and got and put on my chest. But then she added some leaves to it and called it the Tree of Life.
Wow.
Now, mind you, the guy at the tattoo shop had to take that picture and trace that and put it on my chest. He said, well, if I mess up, you can just pull your dick out and I can look at it and tattoo it. And we started laughing. But that's what's on the back of her neck, the vein pattern on my dick. So, bro, go figure.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I mean, come on. And like I said, you know, it was guys sending me messages. Like, Jack, I slept with her too.
Wow.
Now, I ain't gonna put their names out there because I wouldn't do them like that. And right. There's one guy, he said, Jack, I slept with her too. And this other guy, Jack, I slept with her too. I said, well, I advise all y'all to go and do what I did and get a damn test. Because I went there and got tested for HIV, hepatitis, and herpes. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't want you to just clear the whole slate with me. I want to make sure I'm going to be alive this time next year. You know? So she never came out and, okay, this is the thing. Because she was trying to talk about defamation of character. I'm like, please. Once you become a public figure, your ass is out. You're good for the picking.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like open season. You know what I'm saying? So they were like, yeah, well, we're not going to rule on that because, you know, you are a public figure. So then I sent her attorney, I started emailing him all that garbage that she did in WWE. And I said, look, right here where she's almost butt naked. Look right here where she's been stripped down nothing but a thong. And I'm saying she talking about some pictures that I don't even have.
Right.
I said, she's that desperate for money? You know, with her house in foreclosure and been there for 3 years. I said, she's trying to come at me for talking about her. I said, it ain't like I made this shit up. I said, everything I'm saying about her was true.
Right.
And that's why I couldn't understand. I said, how can people get mad at me other than just visualizing me hitting that ass? How could you get mad at me for exposing somebody that has been around this business for so long and was sleeping with so many different people. That ain't defamation of character because I can prove, and I had contacted at least 5 people that said they would come to court as a witness and say they had sex with her unprotected. Right. How the hell did I become the bad guy?
And that was pretty much common knowledge, right? That was pretty much common knowledge. I mean, a lot of people knew that.
Well, no. A lot of people didn't know she had it.
No, I'm saying about the sleeping.
Didn't nobody know she?
No, I'm saying about the
right. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, everybody. But see, it was always okay. We slept together, but shh, don't tell nobody.
Right.
You know, and she would do that kind of crap, but she would talk about Tammy like a dog. You know what I mean? But then when Tammy called her, she's like, "Oh, hey, girl, how you doing?" And she ain't talking about she's a fucking whore. And she sleeps with everybody in every town that she goes to, and Tammy ain't shit. And he's talking about Missy High like a dog. And I said, you know, it's amazing how you can sit here and talk about people the way you do. Right. And I said, look at you. You know, I said, look at you. And I said, the thing is, people know that your family, by way of marriage, is still in the business. That's why I want nobody to come out and say nothing. I said, well, bitch, you done fuck the wrong, not fuck with, but fuck the wrong nigga this time.
Right.
You know, so I wasn't going to keep it a secret. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, this day, bro, if I just happen to see or hear her name, it makes my stomach turn.
Right.
You know, because she, and then like I said, even Dustin, he's a joke because he knew it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, shh, don't say nothing. I said, what you mean, she don't say nothing? No, she ain't getting away with that like that, not with me. And like I said, it's been, next month will be a year. And I'm still, and I was just telling a friend of mine, I said, every so many months, I'll start back firing on her ass because of what she put me through when I was with her.
Right. And
I have absolutely.
And once again, it was such a huge story. I mean, it was, everybody was talking about it. I mean, it was all over the place. And it was very, very a huge story.
You know, and see, the thing about it was, like I said, see, and this is when you know truth is truth, facts are facts. If somebody came out and said that I had a disease,
right,
I'm going to fight back and prove that I don't have it.
Exactly.
Well, this is where we was and how it all just kind of went away. When my attorney said, Your Honor, if this lawsuit is continued, we are going to recommend that she go and get tested and bring her papers back to court and present them to the judge, bring the test results back to court. And that's when they went into a huddle. And when they broke the huddle, they were like, we'll just let it go. Let it go.
Right.
Let it go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll stand on any ground and say it because she know that what I'm saying is true. You know what I mean? Because see, if defamation of character, that would have been, he can't say that on me because I can prove it. Well, I was like, okay, if I'm lying, go get your test like I did and present it to the court, present it to the state of Florida so they can determine that you are infected. And I'm not telling a lie.
Right.
And with all of that, I still came out to be the bad guy to these idiotic, dumbass fans that she got so brainwashed and thinking that she is just Miss Goody Two-Shoes and her shit don't stink. Well, that don't fly with me.
Right. So it was, so basically...
So that's why, and I know you probably wanted to ask me about it, but like, well, should we ask him about it? You damn right you can ask him about it. If anybody else asks him about it, I'll tell them the same thing. I put her over when it was time to put her over, and I put her under when it was time to put her under. When it was time to throw her up under the bus, I picked her up with 2 hands and threw her ass up under there.
Right. No, obviously, so
after what she did to me.
So basically, the fans were the ones making you out to be the bad guy. That's what the fans were.
I mean, dude,
it doesn't seem like
I can't believe New Jack would go public and tell something like that. He wasn't thinking about Dakota. You know what I mean? How could he do something like that? I said, what you mean? I wasn't thinking about her daughter.
Right.
I said, she should have told her daughter. This is what could happen when you screw somebody that you don't know without a condom. You know what I mean?
Right.
See, I said, what about my kids? They had to read the same thing everybody else reads. But people, they turn heel on me.
Right.
First of all, because she gets fucked by a nigga. Then second of all, it was me.
Right.
And then I